Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the match here on WWE 2K25. This one should be very interesting. Two guys that are having a pretty damn poor 2025, trying to turn things around. CM Punk is, let's not sugarcoat it. CM Punk is currently, statistically, the worst wrestler in SWE this year. He has had 7 matches and lost every single one. He's currently on -6 overall because he did pick up an elimination in one of the multi-person matches. But 7 matches, 7 losses is pretty damn brutal. And he's now down from a +11 to a +5. It's rough. It really is rough. And we're going to give Punk more opportunities. He's got another one after this in a couple of days' time. A tag team match alongside Danhausen as the team of Punkhausen to take on E-Reptile Dysfunction, Luchasaurus and Mr. Iguana. But he needs to turn it around, and today is an opportunity. However, he is facing arguably one of the best wrestlers of all time in Mitsuharu Misawa, who is also not having the best of times this year. We look at him in the ranking system. Currently 2 matches deep this year and has lost both of them. 1 singles match and 1 tag team match. So he's gone from a +10 down to a +8. And he's currently sat in 46th position. So both these guys, between them, they've had 9 matches this year and not a single win between them. It's pretty brutal for two who I think should be in and around the top end of the rankings system at all times. Of course, Misawa's other match, he's had 2 matches so far. He had the tag team match at the Forbidden Door pay-per-view on Sunday, alongside Kenta Kobashi against the Steiner brothers. And his only other match was a singles match where he lost his All-Asian Championship to the Great Khali only a couple of months ago. So yeah, big opportunity for both these guys to turn things around this year, and the momentum gained from defeating each other would be absolutely huge for both of them. Misawa also has more opportunities this week. He's got another match planned in for tomorrow when he'll take on Ultimo Guerrero. Ultimo Guerrero, of course, being one of the legends of CMLL. So it'd be interesting to see who comes out on the top on that one. That'll be Ultimo Guerrero's only 2nd ever match in SWE for us. But Misawa needs to build upon it. If he can get a win today, Misawa, and he can get a win tomorrow, all of a sudden he's back up to a neutral for the year. He's back up to +10. He's sitting pretty. But CM Punk currently -6. Even Hulk Hogan, who's had a terrible, is doing better than CM Punk. So Punk needs to turn things around, and today's a great opportunity to do so. But like I said in the past before, we tend to put the big names versus the big names because that's what gets the views. And when you put the big name versus the big name, somebody has to lose de facto. And that's why we do see some of the big people dropping down and being very low down. If I was to scroll to the very bottom of the ranking system now, I'm sure I'll pick out some names that it's crazy being down there. El Desperado, for example, one of the arguably top junior heavyweights in New Japan's history, is on -7. Vampiro's on -7. Dusty Rhodes on -7. Kane's on -7. Shawn Michaels and Chris Benoit are both on -6. Giant Gonzalez on -5. Davey Richards on -5. Shinsuke Nakamura. Mick Foley is on -5. Moose is on -4. I don't really care about that one, to be honest, but there you go. Yeah, it's just, Shibata's on -4. The Young Bucks, Claudio Castagnoli on -4. Johnny Gargano -4. Yeah, there's a lot of people that we need, and I keep saying it, and you probably get sick of hearing it. We need the cream to rise to the top. And as I said before, maybe it's about time we start doing some pay-per-views and really concentrating on putting people on the same ranking points up against each other. Because there are some crazy ones that are a lot higher than there should be, and there's some that are a lot lower than there should be as well. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, I suppose. Look at the Young Bucks. They've been terrible. The last couple of years alone, they had 3 matches in 2024 and lost all 3. And they've had 2 matches in 2025 and lost both of them. So the Young Bucks are absolutely diabolical this year. As Misawa goes in for the first pin attempt of the match. It's only a 1 count, as you would expect. Punk now just pushing Misawa over. Misawa's looking for some sort of discus there. Punk caught him with a boot into the shin and then in with a DDT as well. Punk now willing Misawa back up to a standing base. And springs over with the clothesline. Doesn't really get as much as he wanted to, but it's effective nonetheless. So yeah, 5 more matches planned in for you tomorrow as well. We've got Dr. Wagner Jr. versus Atlantis Jr. We've got the Battle of the Warriors as Ninja Mac, Templario, Samurai Del Sol, and Vikingo will battle. Samoa Joe versus Ishii in an underground match tomorrow as well. E-Riptile Dysfunction, as I said, Mr. Iguana and Luchasaurus up against Punkhausen, CM Punk and Danhausen. And then the main event of tomorrow is Mil Mascaras going up against Penta. So another cracking set of matches. That's wrong. That's Friday's matches. Thursday's matches, the Outrunners versus the Young Bucks. Tiger Mask versus Lee Moriarty. That's Tiger Mask versus Tiger Style. Ultimo Guerrero versus Mitsuharu Misawa. That's his name. Marina Shafir versus Sura in an underground match, and El Generico versus Konosuke Takeshita. Okay. So as you can tell, there's still a ton. There's far too much still to come this week. I'm really done myself in with the amount of recordings that I've got, but there you go. It's all fun, isn't it? As Misawa now wheeling CM Punk back up to a standing base. Takes him up a lovely suplex, belly-to-belly style. Hooking the arms and send him across. When you hook the arms like that, you can't use the arms to defend yourself when you're flying through the air. So it's a smart way of doing it, to be honest. Misawa now locking in a submission hold here on Punk. Don't think he's necessarily going for the win there, but just a damage in general. But Punk had one of his legs under the ropes. Referee calls it a rope break and forces Misawa to break. Nice shoulder block. Nice takedown there by Misawa, sending Punk over the top. Brings him back up to a standing base. Referee up to a 3 count now. I don't really want this one to end by count out, but it's possible, I suppose. Referee now up to a 4 count. And Punk is not moving here. Misawa decides to go out there and grab him. I don't think Misawa was expecting Punk to lose this one and thought, you know what, I need to grab him. Because all you're letting Punk do at this moment in time is just rest and relax. Referee up to a 3 count. Punk sending Misawa back into the ring. Nice back elbow. And Misawa now with the uppercut. And now Misawa heading up to the top rope. In with a frog splash on CM Punk. Punk is struggling here. Referee comes along for the pin for the 1, the 2. Oh, it's only a 2 count. Misawa bringing Punk back up to a standing base. Twisting the arm back behind the neck of Punk, who fights back with the strikes into the gut. And a stiff takedown there. Completely wiping out, and then lovely over the top. Sent on by CM Punk. Punk now wrenching back at the arm. And Punk going to utilise the ropes to his advantage to get a bit of leverage to hit that tornado DDT. And Punk now up on top. Is he thinking the elbow is pretty far away? But he does land it. Wow. 2/3 the way across the ring, landing that big diving elbow. But it's only a 2 count. Punk now stalking Misawa, looking to take him up on the shoulder, but Misawa fighting back with a forearm. Spins Punk round. Lovely roll through. Pin attempt for the 1, 2. Oh, that was bloody close, that was. Again, now Punk rolling through. Only a 2 count. Misawa rolls it back. And Punk breaking free. And Punk now catching Misawa. Ran straight into it. Misawa again escaping the shoulders in with a reverse DDT. Punk was attempting to hit him with the GTS for the 2nd time in the match. Misawa running forearm, knocking Punk out, but is he count cold? There is, oh, he's got it! Oh my word. CM Punk, man, what are you doing with your life? Misawa then with that victory, his first win of the year, moves up to a -1 for the year. and a +9 overall. But CM Punk adds to his ever-growing list of losses, -7 for the year, +4 overall. It's brutal. What is Punk doing? Granted, as I said, Punk is facing off against some of the best, so it's always going to be difficult to win every match, but at least win one of them. Okay. Well, Punk's got a big chance on Friday. The tag team match, Punkhausen, CM Punk and Danhausen up against E-Reptile Dysfunction, the team of Mr. Iguana and Luchasaurus. And I'm sure we can utilise CM Punk as part of When Worlds Collide as well in the next couple of weeks. And hopefully we can start to rebuild Punk into something that he should be, because he's highly rated on this game. That's why I'm so shocked every time that he does lose. I mean, he's not expected to win every match. Like I said, there's always going to be very difficult matches when you're facing the best of the best. But you've got to win one or two of them along the way. Even Hogan has won one or two of them along the way. And is starting to try and build things back up. But, yeah, it is what it is at this point, isn't it? Okay. So, I mean, answers on a postcard for When Worlds Collide. Who's a couple of opponents for Punk? Are we going to stick to very good matches on paper? Or are we literally going to have to spoon-feed this guy some points? Either way, let's not take anything away from Misawa. He is, as I said, one of the best wrestlers of all time and showcased it here today. That discus forearm was enough to knock CM Punk flat out and pick up the freak out. Well done, Misawa, who will also see in action again tomorrow as he takes on the CMLL legend, Ultimo Guerrero. Right, I'm going to love you, leave you. Good night. God bless. I'll be the same. Thank you very much for watching today's videos. Tomorrow, as I said, 5 more coming. The Outrunners versus the Young Bucks. Tiger Mask versus Lee Moriarty. That's Tiger Mask versus Tiger Style. Ultimo Guerrero versus Mitsuharu Misawa. Marina Shafir versus Sayuri. And to finish things off, the main event of the day, Konosuke Takeshita goes up against one of his idols, El Generico. Good night. God bless. I'll be the same. Goodbye.